All right, here's a stand-up routine tailored for an electrical engineer who's also into programming and software development in Myanmar. Stand-up comedy, Electrified and Debugged, opening The Double Life of an Engineer. Mingalaba, great to be here. So I'm an electrical engineer, but I also do programming. Basically, I spend half my time trying to stop circuits from shorting and the other half trying to stop my code from crashing. Either way, something's burning. Burning, whether it's a resistor or my mental health. You know, electrical engineering and software development are like two siblings who don't talk to each other. In electrical engineering, one wrong calculation and boom, fire, smoke, power outage. In programming, one missing semicolon and boom, compiler error, debugging hell, existential crisis. Either way, you end up staring at your work like, why do I even exist? University days, CS students. You ever notice how electrical engineering students and computer science students are so different? CS students be like, bro, let's use Python, it's easy. EE students be like, bro, let's use MATLAB because our professor said so. And don't even get me started on microcontrollers. CS students program Raspberry Pi and think they're tech gods. Meanwhile, EE students, we program a PIC microcontroller, spend 3 days debugging, and then find out the problem was a single loose wire. Job struggles, hardware versus software mindset. As an electrical engineer who also does programming, my brain is constantly switching modes. One day, I'm designing circuits and calculating voltages. The next day, I'm coding an API and fighting with JavaScript. And let me tell you, the worst thing is debugging hardware and software at the same time. Imagine this, you write the code, no syntax errors. You upload it to the microcontroller, seems fine. You power it on, and nothing works. At this point, is the problem in the code, the circuit, the connections, the spirit realm, power cuts, and being a software engineer in Myanmar? Now, let's talk about the real enemy of all engineers in Myanmar: power cuts. As an electrical engineer, you think, this is unacceptable, we must improve the grid. As a programmer, you think, well, time to code on battery backup or just take a nap. And if you ever try to run a simulation during a blackout, good luck. Nothing humbles you faster than waiting 30 minutes for MATLAB to load, only for the power to cut off right before you press run. Engineers and love life debugging relationships. Dating as an engineer is hard. I once told my girlfriend, babe, love is like an AC circuit. Sometimes it goes up, sometimes it goes down, but in the end, there's always resistance. She left me. But let's be real, engineers don't date. We just simulate relationships in our heads, then overanalyze them until we find critical errors and never even start. Closing, engineers equals the real heroes. But at the end of the day, electrical engineers and software developers are the ones keeping everything running. We power the world and make it smarter. Without us, you'd have no Wi-Fi, no apps, and no working electrical grid. Wait a minute. I just realized we're the ones responsible for Myanmar's power outages and bad mobile apps. Maybe we should just quit and sell street food. More profit, less stress. Thank you. You've been an electrifying audience. And remember, if your power goes out tonight, it's not my fault.